2, 1. Let's get her done. Okay, now I'm live. Yeah, buddy. I was worried, man. I was like, I can't get this Comic Con 90 done to save my life, man. I tried to shoot it twice last week, and I was using my middle son's laptop, and apparently I've been using it so long, I broke the microphone. So that's why if y'all tuned in, Perry Comics, my man, what's happening? Perry always tuning in. Hey, shout out to I had a few names I wanted to mention. Hialeah Comics, Wolf Warner, Baked the Snake, of course Perry, my man, Comic News Network, Key Comics Market Watch, that comic book homie whenever he makes a vid. But yeah, if I just throw some names out there, just throw them out randomly while I'm talking, y'all know just to go subscribe to them. They all my folks, and it's all love. So yeah, Perry's right. They are awesome people. So let's get it done. Yeah, kind of big. Like I said, I was kind of from the last 2 weeks or so. I did shoot this twice already, but this new comic book day this week added in. So let's get it done. This looks like be a new bag on this. I like my bags to be crisp and clean. This has a couple of nicks on the side, so I need to change it. This is from Aspen Comics. I guess this got a new reboot from a later volume, but this is number 1B of Saya Ooms. That's how you pronounce her name. Lola number 1. Tadao. Yeah. I found this in the 50 cent bin, actually. Like I said, I know they're coming to. I know they're making they're starting a newer volume just recently of this comic. So yeah, I don't think this is volume 1. Perry, this says April of 2014. So brother, let me know. Like I said, I had been seeing it in the 50 cent bin for a while. I actually only made a move because my man, that comic book homie, made one. I seen him grab one, so I was like, let me grab one too. When I actually decided to grab it, the issue was it was spine ticked on the side, but then I saw one that was crisp and clean, and decided to go ahead and grab it because I didn't want to be outdone by that comic book homie. You always stealing my books. No, I'm just kidding, man. That's my dude, man. I couldn't do a lot of this stuff without him. He keeps me up to speed, stuff like that there. Perry says, okay, volume 3 came out. 1 came out this week. Yeah, I was seeing that in people's store. A little wordy, but the interior art is dope. Yeah, I'm going to get into that. Sometimes I wish a lot of these artists, like, I'm going to just go ahead and put it out there. I know Donny Case is back on Venom. Happy to have him back, but I wish they would have kept Ivan Coelho, or at least on the interior art, because the new guy they got, I'm not feeling him at all. I wish they would put some at least decent artists on the inside, like throw Steve McNiven on the inside, or Olivier Coipel, or it's just, man, the interior art on this Venom is just garbage. But I grabbed this out the 50 cent bin as well. Any Image title, I think is kind of like a no-brainer. Not a sure shot, but a no-brainer because a lot of their stuff is getting optioned, through Netflix and the like. So this is by Joe Casey and Paul Mayberry. Valhalla Mad, Holla, number 1. Holla. Number 1. I never even seen this. Yeah, exactly. Perry said like they figured they got Donny Case back, so just toss a low ball artist on the book. Yeah, I mean that's it seems to be very true because like I said, the art on the inside sucks, man. I try not to be too critical, but I'm like, if you guys are starting to charge, upwards, $5 to $7 a book now, which is becoming more commonplace, man, you got to give me more substance, man. I don't feel bad about throwing them artists under the bus. Yeah, that, I mean, it wasn't $5, $6, $7. It was regular cover price. But yeah, man, if I'm paying $4, shoot, I need to. If I'm paying, I could talk. I could talk smack. Yeah, man, Val, I'm mad. I wasn't mad at that. Like I said, any image number one, I'm kind of trying to shoot towards now. Let me move some of this crap out of the way. More space here. Okay. Found this also on the 50 cent bin the day before yesterday, on comic book day, by Rick Remender, and I guess the artist is Bingo. Death or Glory, number one. It's by Image again. Now I could actually see this just by the cover alone. It looks like something that might get optioned. Um, now that Walking Dead is over, Image looking for that next unicorn book. And you know what, Perry? Perry said now that Walking Dead is over, Image is looking for that next unicorn book. And I actually find that to be true. That's what I was thinking. My sentiments exactly, in other words. I actually been going back and getting, shout out to Nick over at Key Collector. I've been going back and trying to pick up all the key Walking Deads that he has listed. And I just think that's not a safe bet. Not like, they're going to spike in price. But like I said, you never know. The run is over. It ended unexpectedly. So you never know what might happen to those books in the future. Their cover price right now, but who knows with all those keys, They only have a few keys like number 1 and number 100, I guess. And now 191 and 192, 193, of course. But yeah, I think that's a safe bet. I think. But I have been wrong before. But yeah, Death or Glory, number 1. Rick Remender, Image Comics, number 1. Can't go wrong. 50 Cent Band, yeah. I can just see just covering on, like I said, I can just see. Looks exciting. I can see maybe a getting option. But who knows? Grab this out the 50 Cent Band too. This is Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps number 17. And I went ahead and grabbed 2. As you guys might know, right now I'm kind of a sucker for all things White Lantern. This is White Lantern as it ties and relates to the Naomi story, which I'm really big on. Brian Michael Bendis. I don't know. I'm just hoping. Spec gang. Like I know I seriously believe the White Lanterns have something to do with her and her powers and whatnot. I don't think it's been revealed to its fullest yet, but if I see White Lanterns, I'm gonna grab it. I'm really intrigued by that. Let's just put it like that. Just my headpiece. Grab this for 50 cent. Can't hurt. I love my number 1s. This is War of the Realms. Giant Man. Number 1. It says, look at these absolute units underneath. And by unit, I think that we're being rather vulgar. Biggie Shaq, my man. What's happening, Biggie? Long time no see. What's happening, brother? Good to see you. Yeah, Giant Man number 1. Look at these absolute units. That's pretty funny. But yeah, number 1, can't beat it. Not that it's key or anything, but it's number 1. 550 cent bin. I really think Marvel went way overboard with the blatant money grab of all the War of the Realms tie-ins. Really not feeling it. Like I said, I think they're trying to capture the old glory day magic that they had, still chasing it way back in the day. It's like that first, what they call Chasing the Dragon, that first hit, of Marvel superhero Secret Wars, not the later ones, the 1 through 12 with good old Mike Zeck on the cover. I think he did the art too. But yeah, and they still haven't been able to, reach it because Secret Wars 2 sucked, back then. And in my opinion, every other, major story arc that they've tried to come up with has been basically garbage. I see it for what it is, in my opinion. I'm an old school head. I'll be 47 in October, so I can remember when it came out. Yeah, man, it's kind of garbage. Grab this. I've always wanted it, but I wasn't willing to pay cover price. This is variant cover number 4 by Jim Lee. This is Dark Knight's Metal number 6. He had a few others in there. I think I seen the Andy Kubert or Kubert variant, but they didn't look not as tight as this. Like I said, ain't nothing like some good old Jim Lee. So for 50 cents, couldn't pass it up. Got that. And I've seriously been this week. I only grabbed I want to say 2 books. Only had 3 on the list. Like I've seriously cut back on my cover buying. I didn't even get the latest Wonder Woman. I picked it up, looked at it, and was like, man. I mean, think about it, guys. And I'm not throwing no shade, but I kind of am. Just keeping it 100. Jenny Fritz has been doing it from number 7 to now. I think it's like 73. And I don't even want to see her on nothing else because I think it goes with her. You know what I mean? I think she a good fit, in other words. But damn, it's been like damn near 70 issues. And like I seen her do X-Men Red. And although they were cool, it just didn't, I was kind of like, man, I mean, I've seen the Lois Lane number 1. Still like, man, it's not that they're bad. It's just like I don't want to say she, what's the word I want to use? She pigeonholed herself or she blackballed herself to Wonder Woman. But, I mean, doing X-Men Red just didn't capture the same magic. Yeah, I mean, even when she did, what was that, the Hex Wives? I mean, it was cool, but I don't even know if that number 1, her variant for number 1, it was hot for a minute, but I don't know if it's still commanding the same. It's just like, damn, dude. Same thing with this. I'm about to show Batgirl, Josh Middleton, Batgirl number 34. I only picked this up because I have, the majority of the run, and this was in the 50-cent bin. But when this came out, I was like, I'll pass. I'm cool. Nothing striking. His art has really been, I don't know if it's been mediocre at best. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. It's all IMO, art is subjective, all that good stuff. But like I said, IMO, like I said, he's making it easier for me to cut back on the cover buying. Let's just put it like that. But like I said, for 50, what Perry said, yeah, he passed on it. Now, there is an exception. The stuff that he's doing, Joshua Middleton is doing on Aquaman is still primo. And I'm still grabbing those. Now, I found this at my LCS. It was sitting on the counter. And I noticed that all the rest of them, except for this one, was cover price. And I tried to be slick with Kevin Brown. Shout out to him over at my LCS, which is Boys of Summer here in Vacaville, California, right smack dab in the middle between San Francisco and Sacramento. If you're ever out this way, do yourself a favor and stop in and pay my man a visit and experience it, Kevin's a great dude, man. Seriously. Cards and comics. Baseball cards. Comics. So this is Space Bandits number 1 by Mark. Me and my boy was talking this, that comic book homie. It was like, I say it's Mark Millar and Mateo Scalera, but he says it's Miller. So whether it be Millar or Miller, my mom's maiden name is, I say Simone, Symon, but people always pronounce it Simon. So it's that type of thing. So Millar or Miller, I say Millar. Mark Millar, Mateo Scalera. Space Bandits number 1. This is the only one that was on the counter for 75 cents. I noticed this. And yeah, just a weekend in his comics. My man, I ain't seen you in a minute, dog. What's happening? Thank you for joining me, man. Glad you could tune in. But this is the only one for 75 cents on there. So I just grabbed it just because of the rarity. Like I said, every other one, all the rest of them were $3.99. My guy, that comic book homie, actually looked it up, and there are some 75-cent variants that he was trying to do. So Like I said, I tried to get it for 75 cents, but my guy Kevin wouldn't have it. He was like, I paid full price for it, so he gave me a fair price on it. Like I said, I just tell you, he sold it to me for $2. Like he had to get something off of it, and I'm just grateful that he didn't charge the $4 that he had to pay. So yeah, y'all can find this. Look out for it. I think they had this label that's cover C on the back. So anything Mark Millar, Netflix, safe bet. It would behoove y'all to grab it. Grab this for 50 cents. This is the old lady Harley. Gosh, what number is this? Oh wow, wow! It's like this is number one. Y'all, let me make sure. Can't really see. Or the tape pool, the dreaded tape pool. Yeah, it's only old lady Harley number one. I didn't even realize it. I was just grabbing it because it was a blank cover that I intended to get commissioned one day. I'm starting to get into my blank cover game. But this is old lady Harley number one. You probably can't see it. Old lady Harley. Like I said, I'm coming to see that all the blank covers don't go for, that's not all of the blank covers that go for something. It's the more rare ones. Like if you get a Graham Knight, blank cover, nobody's really going to care for that because there's a million and one of them. But once you get something, I think that we're showing the all new Wolverine, which is a kind of scarce title. You get that commission, that might go for something. It's those type of, blank covers that go for something. Oh wow, that's dope. Yeah, man. Just a Rican in his comics. Thank you, my brother. Man, you showed me a lot. You said Perry told me he was on. I had to live and to jump on. Yeah, I'm always live, man. I appreciate that, man. And thanks for yeah, Sharky the Bounty Hunter. I can't wait for that to come on. I got my hopes high up for that one. I love the artist. That's my man, Simone Bianchi. I say Bianchi, not Bianchi, like it, CHI, but I think it's Bianchi. Oh, much love. Just a Rican and his comics rock, man. Much love. I can't. What else can I say? Gonna make a brother start promotion. But yeah, man. Much love to all y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the likes all the time. I'm always live because I think I get more live and it's better that way than doing it in my living room. So yeah. My guy, Mr. Miracle Comics, he was being cool about it, but he was like, I need better lighting. And, which I do, but this is an easy way to kind of fix the problem, get some fresh air, lighting's a little better. So I grabbed this. I got this for cover price. I was thinking it might have got out 50 cent bin. This is Wonder Woman number 73. So yeah, number 74 came out this week. It's with her kneeling down with her sword. I initially thought it was a great cover. Couldn't wait to get it when I saw it in the previews mag. But when I looked at it, I was like, man, it's Jenny Frison. There's no surprise. Like I said, I'm not saying it's bad by any means. She's a beautiful, beautiful personality, good-looking person. Don't kill me, husband. But yeah, she's a good-looking young lady. I think he would appreciate that comment, and her artwork is beautiful as well. But the Gray Man, my man, what's happening? Thank you for joining in. Man, I'm getting a whole bunch of love today. I get to see some of my favorite peoples. YouTube familia. But yeah, she's on number 74 now, and it was, like I said, not that it was bad, it was just easy to pass up on. This I actually like better. I don't know. By no means am I saying her artwork is bad or getting stale or anything like that. It's just, I'm seriously cutting back on my cover buying. Superman Action Comics number 1012. Grabbed this a couple of weeks ago. But if you guys noticed, and I think Jim Comics had mentioned in the previews mag, it didn't have her hand reaching out to him. So I was happy to see that. I'm really in the Red Cloud, Naomi, Perpetua, that whole storyline. Read Man of Steel 1 through 6. Excuse me. which I believe brought over to it basically continued in with Superman. I think they're all ties. Action Comics, Superman, Man of Steel, Naomi, they all kind of tie into each other. So yeah, happy to grab that. Grab this out of the 50 cent bin the other day for yesterday. Surprised to see it out there. Like I said, my guy Kev, he has a great 50 cent box, great dollar. His bargain bin boxes are just awesome. Have a few other regulars that come into the shop that bring their boxes in as well, kind of like a consignment type of thing. And shout out to Rick Lopez. That's my guy. He always bringing in great early bronze and silver age books, as well as just like I said, y'all really need to treat yourself. I was just watching Reggie Simmons, IFBB Pro, saying he needs to make his way out to A1 in Sacramento, comic store that I frequent. And Reggie, when you make your way out this way, make sure you, like I said, you treat yourself and stop right in on your way up there to Sac. So this is Justice League number 27. Found this in the 50 cent bin. Who are the children of Perpetua? Glad to have it. Perpetua on the cover. I love my cover appearances as well. Man, 50 Cent can't beat it. And I was really surprised to see this. I mean, super surprised. Because another year of the villain. DC Comics number 27. I forget where they're calling this, the cardstock variant cover, number 27. Done by my man, Art Adams. And I would suggest that's Gorilla Grodd, or assume that's Gorilla Grodd. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. So I've actually gotten, back in February, I was at East Bay Comic Con in Concord. Saw Art Adams. I also saw him when I was a kid and got some artwork commissioned from him that I'm still trying to get back from my guy, from an old dear friend of mine, Pat. Y'all gotta excuse me. My memory is bad lately because I had some health issues and had an event, and it's still stuff is cloudy. So no, this one wasn't 50 cent. This one actually was 50 cent, which I was surprised. Current issue for 50 cent. This one, when I paid cover price, actually a little more. It's the cardstock variant cover. But I plan to get this signed by Art Adams next time I see him, right across the chin there, and hopefully a purple pen, maybe a black one if I can't find one or I forget. But yeah, I'm saying all to say I'm surprised to see Art Adams do a DC cover. He's mainly a Marvel guy. So yeah, I guess this is another cardstock variant cover that I paid extra dollar for. Don't mind, because this is the man David Finch, Deathstroke number 45, and that's just awesome. Love these headshot covers. Oh man, yeah. Thank you, Gray Man. Yeah, I'm like I said, I scared the mess out of myself, and I ain't getting no younger. So, and I do have quite a few health issues, so I'm trying to. That I was just taking for granted, thinking I'm young. No, man. So more and more of the issues are sneaking up that I need to take seriously. So I'm trying to be more aware of that and take it more seriously. I mean, I used to, like I said, I used to be a professional athlete. And just came from always being healthy all my life, and then it kind of just snuck up on me and progressively got worse. Partially my fault because, like I said, I wasn't taking it seriously, but I'm taking it seriously now. But yeah, Deathstroke number 45, David Finch cover, can't go wrong. Love my headshot covers that DC's doing. Yes, sir. Oh yeah. Grab this, the Green Lantern number 9. I saw, what I do on New Comic Book Day is I go, I hit Instagram and I check CBSI for their list of, they have a hot first appearance list. Under that's the variant list and reader buzz. So I check it, and this was on there. I guess there's multiple first appearances in there. In here, Green Lantern number 9. So I grabbed the A cover, which is quite nice. I don't know who does it offhand, but yeah, got that. Finally grabbed this. Yeah, You're the Villain number 1. Been sitting in the case for a long time. I just thought it. I think, and you guys too should make a move on it. I think this will get more and more up there. Art gem cover number 1 of Cheetah. Closer we get to Wonder Woman 1984, is it? I think she's the main villain, I think. And I think, like I said, I think this is a good move to make. I think this will spike up in price. Kev gave me a good deal on it. Give me a super good deal on it. So, yeah, happy to grab that. Finally, grab this because number 1 actually goes for about 12, 15 bucks. And can't find any of these early issues, really. I kind of think I should have got the latest one. It's a sweet cover with his face on the cover and the city kind of mixed in with it. This is Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 2, with the buzz of Into the Spider-Verse. I love that movie, especially since they put it on Netflix. Okay? In case y'all didn't know, it's on Netflix for free. Watched it about upwards of 5 times already. Probably want to go back inside. I'll probably watch it again. But yeah, number 2, these early issues are kind of hard to find. This is a hot title. I mean, I think it's kind of going under the radar. A lot of people are, kind of sleeping on it for the most part. I'm going to take a pause for the calls just for a second, y'all. It's hot. It's kind of hot out here. Getting hot out here. Not going to throw off all your clothes. Went ahead and grabbed this. So, Major X number 6. Last issue, I guess, is the first appearance of Old Man Cable. Rob Liefeld. I don't know if the guy does this as a purpose, just to get some kind of buzz going, but this guy didn't draw a thumb. Between him not being able to do feet great, first and foremost, and then him drawing 2 left feet when he does draw feet, him forgetting the thumb, kind of think it might be by design, just so he could stir up some smack, stir up some stuff. But yeah, High Ed Comic, bro, my man. Oh, yeah, Gray Man, Into the Spider-Verse is on Netflix right now. They just put it on, I want to say last week. Yeah. Shout out to Carolina Chris, too. One of my followers, first followers on Twitter. I got a Twitter page, y'all. So, Twitter page is at Keys and Grails. At Keys and Grills. And speaking of which, I'm gonna just I didn't want to say nothing, but now that we on that topic, bro, imitation is the best form of flattery. But when I was making my Twitter account, if y'all look at my sidebar, and I went through a number of different name changes, but if you check on my sidebar on my page, I have a group that's called the Comics Collective, and it consists of a group of folks that I know personally, and so this person went ahead and took my names. So like I said, ain't nothing trademarked or copywriting or nothing, but if you're gonna take my stuff, bro, at least give a brother a shout out. You know what I'm saying? So I tried to use my domain. Basically, this guy made a website called the Comics Collective, Keys and Grails. He just took all my names and made a website. So I was like, dude, come on, man. Like I say, imitation is the best form of flattery. I really don't mind. At least shout a brother out, man. Say, I got the name from you, man, or I inspired you or something. Anyway, ran over. War of the Realms, Thor number 14. Had to grab it because, gosh, I forget what Oh, did it? Yeah, not too many people is on Twitter. I mean, I don't frequent it too often, but I mean, when I do, it's kind of cool. But it looks like people are slowly migrating off of it. YouTube is the place to be. But yeah, Thor number 14 has something to do with symbiote, however you want to call it, Venom. You know, love my first appearances. Excuse me. No, silly me. Is this a color rub? I don't like the color rubs. Anyway, Fantastic Four number one. I'm not sure if this is a one shot, but this is the prodigal son. I always have a hard time pronouncing that name for some reason. But for some reason, I thought that this was him. But this is Kazar. And, you know, see Adonis on the back. I don't know who these people are, but I grabbed it because I was thinking it was maybe a one shot. This could have been on the CBSI list for first appearances, and I think that may be why I got it. But this is a badass cover anyway. Um, yeah, the Gray Man. Thank you, bro. Man, thank you to all y'all. Like I said, I can't thank y'all enough, man. I don't want to seem like a lame or like it's, you know, coming off phony or cliche or nothing, but, you know, much love to all y'all. You know, usually I make a joke saying, you know, hit the like button. I got all these people watch me and no likes, but hey, everybody's on here that's hit the likes. Man, much love. I can't express it enough. I always got, every once in a while, I got one hater or whatever, but hey, hey, he's tuning in to hate, so at least he's tuning in. So it's all love either way. Love it or hate it, I'm glad you're here. Fantastic Four number 11. What did my man Esad Ribic do? Or as uh, who is it? Justice for Comics that always calls it Ribic. Um, he could be right in his pronunciation. I don't know. Or is it Jim Comics? I know I watch them both a lot. But this is Fantastic Four number 11 with the Carnage blood variant on the title, and that is all wrong. That is just all wrong. Usually he just kind of ruined that cover for me, and I heard a lot of people say that. Oh man, yes, all love, man. Okay, Aggressive Relaxer says, hey, shout out to Aggressive Relaxer too. I told you guys, just go down my sub list and subscribe to all these guys. All wonderful, beautiful people. We all have something to offer. I'm always asking creators, asking my questions on Twitters, like the artist for Arrow number one. I'm answering my questions. Oh, wow. Hey, great man, you know I love you, man. I love the vinyl stuff you do. I like people who do different stuff, you know, just comics too. I really appreciate that. I'm a big vinyl fan. Don't have no vinyl no more, but I love that. Yeah, so Esau Ribic, I don't know what happened. It totally ruined the cover. That happens to be one of my guys. Love the stuff he's doing with Conan. Love it. Another title that I think is, like I said, I don't need the masses to co-sign for it. If I go to, you know, a few different comic shops and it's always gone, kind of speaks for itself. The Immortal Hulk number 20, Mortal Hulk number 20. I didn't even notice this. I just saw the variant, the Hulk variant with the carnageized variant. Didn't like it. Put it right back down. Grabbed this, and Kev, my LCS owner, pointed out that this is another Carnage blood title on it. I didn't even notice at first, but you know, Alex Ross can't go wrong. And this is the Eisner Award nominee, Best Continuing Series. It definitely deserves that title award because this is one of them ones. You know, Venom, Hulk, Conan, doing awesome work. You guys, oh gosh. Oh, wow. Yeah, Dan Slott. He said Dan Slott is the GOAT. Okay. I went ahead and grabbed this. I can't remember what the variant was for the life of me right now. And I know that a lot of people did decide to get it, but for me, this was just a no-brainer because if you guys follow anything, all the symbiote stuff that's going on, not so much the Carnage stuff that's about to hit, which is going to be in full force real soon. Oh, much love, man. Just a Rican. Rod is the man. Um, Starting from, this is kind of hot a couple of months back. So Thor number 700, and there would be these like side stories in the middle of the All Black, the symbiote sword, to where who had it first? Hold on, I know this. Remember, first it was Ego. Oh no, sorry. First it was Black Galactus, and then I think Ego bit his hand off, so Ego had it, and then Loki tortured Ego, so now Loki has it. But that's Thor, and I guess Civil War number 2 is also a side story that has to do with that, as well as gosh, there's one other book that ties into that as well. And I think this is harkening back to that. This is Savage Avengers number 3. And this cover just did it for me. Number 1, it's the David Finch cover again. Like I said, David Finch is a man. Why don't you have David Finch do some interior work on some of these books? David Finch is raw. I mean, I don't know what his workload, but that man is berserk. Everything he touches is gold. But as you can see, All Black is on the symbiote sword. On his sword, Conan's sword. Beautiful David Finch cover. Conan is the man. Yeah. So I think this was. I think this is the first appearance of his symbiote sword, or something like that. I knew it was on a CBSI's list. The Eye of Agamotto. See, y'all be putting me up on game, man. Let me go back and when this is over, seriously read all the. I'm trying to keep up with the comments, and I know I'm missing some stuff, but um, this is how I learned a lot. Like I said, this is giant size ecstatic. No clue, but like I said, CB side, he put me up on game. Number 1, first appearance of You Go Girl from back in the day. You Go Girl from Martin. You Go Girl. And I assume this is her. There was like 2 issues of the alternate cover that were different and didn't have her on it, but she's saying, guess who? And this little alien is saying, click, 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 click. So whatever he's saying. So I figured it's a no-brainer to get her on the cover if this is indeed her. You Go Girl. Her first appearance. So, yeah. Aggressively relaxing. You killing me, dude. Hitting the iron hard. Winch, bring me some beer. That is funny. You're killing me. That is hilarious. Hey, sun's out, guns out, right? I need to get back to action. War of the Realms Omega, Marvel number 1. I would have passed on it. Like I said, I'm really not keen on all the War of the Realms tie-ins. And to me, it's just a blatant money grab. I'm not falling for the scheme. Oh yeah, I love Conan the Barbarian. Actually, you know what? Honestly, I only read number 1. I've been doing this thing where I read them online, kind of preserve my floppies. Sometimes it gets kind of hard with the scrolling down, and like I did that with like 1 through the time 1 through 11 of Venom, and by 12, 13, I had 2 issues left. I was like, man, forget this mess. I gotta read. I gotta read the floppy. The scrolling, it gets a bit much when you read them online sometimes. But yeah, I love. I read Conan #1 online, and I loved it. I actually just haven't got to it because of time. Kind of like in the middle of packing right now, so my time and space has been lifted. Things have been hectic. Bad Avenger, my man, what's happening, brother? Yeah, love Martin. Yeah, there's supposed to be some first appearances or a first appearance in here. I can't remember who it is offhand. Y'all gotta forgive me for that, but it is a first appearance. Dang, I've been on for 40 minutes. I'm having fun with y'all. This is a big haul too, so y'all gotta forgive me. Now, y'all might have heard the news that right when I walked in, actually, I headed towards this. Is the first stack I picked up. Now, whenever I walk into a comic store, I actually pick up all the books, what I'm looking at on the counter, and I look to see which is the best one. And then the deciding factor is usually the bindery tear right here. I usually pick which one has the least or none of the bindery tear. I don't know. I don't check for none of the other corners. The thing that's key to me is the bindery tear. So I always look to see which one has the least bindery tear. And as soon as I picked it up and was about to look through these, I think I actually started. My LCS owner Kev said, hey, hand me the Venom stack, and handed him the stack. And he immediately starts going through them, open up each issue, and going through them to see to find the error. If you guys don't know by now, there's an error. I think it's like on the second, third page. It's the splash page where they forgot to put in forgot to put in the lettering in 2 of the caption bubbles. None of the issues that were in my LCS had it, and I heard some people saying basically it was an even thing, but since my LCS didn't have any of the errors, I'm led to believe it's actually going to be rare in a sense. So this is Venom number 16. Yeah, I love Bueller's vest. I love that he puts all the Patreon contributors and members on the back of that. I think that's really cool. Now he's putting them on the blue balls. That's funny. But yeah, Venom number 16. I love the way JDC. I forget who did that. I think that's Campbell. I forget who JDC is. So it's not Stegman. I still really dig the art though. Love me some Stegman. But why can't we go back to Stegman on the interior? Come on now. Who's this guy? Juan Gideon. Not the business. Sorry, bro. I mean, like I said, I paid my money. I'm entitled to my opinion, and your style doesn't suit this book. Maybe it suits something like this ecstatic. Maybe you might have a better reception on there, but on this, I need my Ryan Stegman back, or at least my Ivan Coelho. Ivan Coelho, yeah. But anyway, cool cover, awesome cover. I like how the symbiote is kind of leaning towards Dylan in this shot, and I love the way the Rhino looks. Venom number 16. Look for the error. Great story. And Dylan, Brock's first appearance, it's finally starting to catch heat. Number 7 is starting to do, I want to say, solid 10, maybe even 15. And number 9 is definitely doing a solid 15 now. I mean, you catch these are all eBay sold prices, so you might catch a couple in there for 8, one slip through, but they're progressively more and more becoming a steady price at $15, $16. But yeah, Number 7. This is the regular number 7, not the tongue variant or the yeah, just the regular covers. Went ahead and grabbed this. Happy comes to an end. Well, I'm not happy it's kind of came to an end, but eager to see where it goes next. But Wonder Comics, Naomi, number 6. Yeah, yeah, buddy. Can't wait to read it. Yeah, love all things Naomi. I know a lot of people got off of it because I guess the hype died down and they were just flippers, and my guy likes to call poachers, and they were just in it for the spec aspect of it. But the story is really good. Like I said, I'm really intrigued about her story, and excuse me, um, if it at all ties into the White Lanterns. So yeah, after 193 of Walking Dead came out, I think I waited about a day or two, and just premonition I had. Like I said, I hopped on Key Collector's website and said, "Let me grab the key." Got the key issues. What I have now. He had a lot more. So he told me, my LCS owner Kevin told me that a day or two before I did this, a guy came in looking for 193, and of course, my guy didn't have it, and so he did go back there and pick up a lot of the key issues because by the time I got to it, these were only the only keys I could find left, and my guy had a lot more before. I remember seeing them. But like I said, I was sleeping on them. I think everybody was sleeping on them. Nobody was really tripping off of The Walking Dead until 191 and after that. But I went ahead and grabbed these in order of succession. These are what I could find. This is 176. This has actually a couple of first appearances in here. I think the governor's daughter or something like that. Like I said, it's a key in a few different ways. So 176, yeah, I grabbed this for cover. Happy to have this. A question for like I said, Hulk and Venom's friends suck. Them boys are desperate. So they're fighting together to help these dudes out. Yeah. Well, Mr. Fantastic kind of doing his own thing, and he is the maker. I guess it's an alternate universe, but I don't know how they might tie it in. I'm thinking they will. That's why I really want to get Ultimate Fantastic Four number 20. No, is it 21 and 22? Or is it 22 and 23? I definitely know it's 22. So it might be 21 and 22. But I'm looking for them books like something crazy. Got this out of the 50-cent bin yesterday. Happy to grab this. It's Walking Dead number 181. Wasn't on the key list, but it was in the 50-cent bin, so I grabbed this just for the heck of it. Like I said, I guess I'm doing a run in Walking Dead now. Getting what I can get while the getting is good. This is a rather thick issue. The Walking Dead number 185. This was on the list. Yeah. Yeah, he's a sick character. Said the maker snuck in, aggressively reacting. Says the maker snuck in during Secret Wars with Miles. Yeah, and he was he'd been messing with Venom and Eddie Brock and them. I think that was cover 11. So like I said, he's definitely in the mix. But Walking Dead number 185, kind of thick, kind of for cover. This is a key issue. Saw it on the list, had to grab it. Walking Dead number 187. Saw it on the list. Good old Rick. Before he's not with us anymore. Can't remember why this is key, but it was on the list. So, hey, hi Leia. Thank you, man. Raider Nation Raiders. I don't want to do it too loud, freak these people out. Much love, bro. I've been checking you out too, man. Love your channel. Got this, and this is starting to spike too. Um, I was specking on it to do something from the jump. Walking Dead 182. This is the second print. The homage, or homage, as y'all like to say, to Rick Grimes, 2003 to 2019. Hopefully that didn't mess up nothing. This is starting to spike in price, doing like, I want to say 12 to 16 as well. More and more consistently, eBay sold. So, yeah, with the way it ended and, you know, all the trauma that happened to Rick, with him dying and getting murdered basically, and coming back to life and getting murdered again. And then the series ended. I had already expected that this would be a book to get, even if it's the second print, and it's turning out to be so. People are actually, this book is starting to be more and more demand. And about, like I said, I think I saw a few for, I want to say 12, 16. Yeah. And last but not least, coup de grace. So I can let y'all go. Hold on, let me take a swig, another swig. See, it's big. I didn't get Superman Year One, man. I was trying to get all things Black Label, but the way they've been running that branch, that subsidiary label, whatever you want to call it, I haven't been satisfied with them coming out with these books every 3 to 6 months. And this is Damned, Batman Damned, book 3, last one. Cool cover. I'm a man, Lee Bermejo. Love me some Lee Bermejo. He's one of my favorite artists as well. Lee Bermejo, Simone Bianchi. Love those guys. Great. Gray's out. Great. If you left, man. Oh, man. Appreciate you, man. Really do. Catch you on the next one. Mine's all yours. It's all love. But yeah, glad I finally got this. Like I said, I'm not too happy with the way they've been running it. It's probably been a big reason why I didn't get Superman Year One. Cover B was actually a real turnoff of Superman Year One, with Batman holding up a trench coat to cover his ass. I don't know what that was all about. I think Jim Lee who did the A cover, which wasn't bad. My battery's 6%, so better cut it short. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's my haul. Much love, y'all. Every day, all the time. Like I said, great way to support each other,